The director of a Naperville children's theater is on a mission to encourage other businesses and organizations to invest in an AED after it saved someone's life. A grandfather survived a heart attack at Center Stage Theater thanks to the device. Here's the incredible story.
Mary McCue went to Center Stage Theater with her family to see her daughter perform in Beauty and the Beast, but never expected what would happen before the curtains even opened.
There was about 17 of us that came to the play, my father being one of them. I walked in within a few minutes, saw him there, was passing out the tickets for everybody, and at that time I noticed my dad kind of slumped back to the wall and his eyes rolled back in his head.
Her father, Robert McCue, was suffering a heart attack.
We had 10 minutes to showtime. Our lobby was full. It was a sold-out show, and I heard someone call out AED. And my box office manager ran around the office door, arms up, grabbing this AED, and I said to her, "What is happening?" And she's like, "Someone is having a heart attack." Everything is done for you. It tells you to turn it on.
Kids Cabaret director Candace Hernandez had bought an AED, or Automatic External Defibrillator, just 2 months ago.
For 17 years, I have not had an AED defibrillator, and we've been in business and never had the need to have one. But my son, who was expecting his first child, reported to me that Edwards Hospital had a grandparent class. Hi, Bo. There's my angel.
Hernandez's grandson Bo inspired her to take the class, where she learned just how life-saving an AED can be.
With this portable AED, it increases the rate of survival up to 60 to 70%. And having that knowledge from my grandparent class, I need to purchase this. It's a $1,400 purchase, and for a not-for-profit, that's a lot of our budget. But I know this knowledge, and I would be remiss if I didn't follow through with what I know.
I worked for a large corporate company that chose not to have an AED on site because they didn't want to have the responsibility and the legality for it. So when I found out that Candy decided to do this on her own costs, training, and upkeep, I was floored. It's the right thing to do.
According to the American Heart Association, for each minute during cardiac arrest, the chance of survival goes down by 10%, making every second count.
And that's why we need early intervention. That's why we need citizens that need to act even before emergency medical service arrives on the scene.
The Naperville Tennis Club also has an AED. Though it's now required by law for such fitness clubs to have one, this facility was ahead of the game, getting a defibrillator in 2003, and within 1 year had to use it.
We had an individual that was almost an everyday tennis player, probably about 45, somebody that wouldn't fit the profile of having a heart attack or a heart incident, went down on our courts, and I'm pretty sure he would have died without having an AED on site.
Hernandez is urging other businesses and organizations to invest in the device, something Fire Chief Mark Pucknitis fully stands behind.
We hope that this is a spark that will lead to even more AEDs throughout the community and more lives being saved, because we know the reality is that people are going to suffer cardiac arrest. The chance that we have to make a difference is right here and right now.
You know, you see them in airports, you see them in sports facilities, you see them in concert halls, you see them in fitness facilities, you obviously see it here. The feeling you get when you save somebody's life is just incomparable. And the amount of appreciation that people have, obviously, for having had their life saved is huge.
If they didn't have the defibrillator, that he wouldn't be alive today.
When we had to use it last Friday, I marveled at the timing of all of it. I called my son that night and I said, "Ryan, baby Bo saved a grandpa tonight." And I look at that as the beginning of what saved a life.
I'm Kevin Maychek for 630 Naperville.